Hi, this is Walter Coulter with The Real Talk, and today we get to spend time with Dan Charlier. Dan Charlier also was in the military and carried the colors for our wonderful United States of America. Dan Charlier is highly regarded in the financial services industry, and today me and my crew got to spend time with him at the wonderful Montage Hotel here in Beverly Hills, California. So with no further ado, here's Dan Charlier. So Dan, right now, there's a lot of kids who are, and I have kids, and we all have kids, and kids who are going to college right now. Right now, a lot of kids are going to college. They got a bunch of student loans, and they're thinking, okay, what am I going to do next? A lot of kids in college don't know what they're going to do. What should they do? If I'm a senior in high school, what should I be doing right now to make sure I get to the next level financially, spiritually? What should I be doing right now to make sure I reach my goals?
You know, that's a really, really good question. I appreciate the question. And my son Justin is 21 years old, and he's in business with me. And one of the things that I told him that whatever it is that you do, I mean, you got to find your passion. You know, we all have a passion, and your passion and your talent has to match. And once you identify what your passion is, then you find someone that's actually doing it. And one of the things that I tell my son is, I says, look, there's going to be a lot of people around you that give you advice. Mm-hmm. And what I want you to think about is that I want you to ask yourself, is that person where I want to be 10 years from now?
Right, like a professor or...
Exactly.
Or no diss to them, but it just...
Right. Okay. Is that person where I want to be 10 years from now? From a financial standpoint, from a personal standpoint, spiritual, physical. And if that person is not, then you listen to him. You listen to what he has to say, but you have to find someone that has what you want, right? So, for example, we're talking financially. Well, I want to find someone, if I'm 20 years old, I want to find someone that's financially independent, that's very successful what it is that they're doing, and that I would be willing to work for that person for free because of the things that I can learn by the association of working for that person. See, a lot of times we go, well, I want a job. Can I work for you? You pay me $10 an hour. What they're going to teach you is priceless. That's what changed my life. What changed my life is that I've always surrounded myself with people that had what I wanted, and I did everything free, complimentary for them for free, because what I was learning was priceless. My really, really good friends is Evander Holyfield. I mean, the conversations that Holy and I have over the phone are priceless. He's one of the most brilliant men because his understanding of human nature, his understanding of people, his understanding of character, his mental toughness, his vision, and how he believes in himself and so strong faithfully. I learned so much by those conversations. So anything that I can do to help him, I do. Because what he's given me is priceless. So I told my son the other day, I says, look, you find your passion, whatever, you don't have to do what I do, but whatever you're passionate about, whether it's music, whether it's entertainment, whether it's TV, whether it's acting, whether it's becoming a professor, whatever it is that you do, as long as it matches with your talent, you find someone that's really good at it, and you find that you ask that person to be your mentor. And what you'll find is that a lot of the most successful people in the world, they would mentor you. Like one of the things that Mother Teresa said, which I always think is extremely powerful, she says that the best gift you can give to the poor is not to become poor yourself. So as we think about that, we want to help people, right? As we want to help people, the first person that you got to help is you. Like for example, if you're on an airplane, and they call an emergency landing, and the little mask comes down, it specifically tells you, you need to make sure that you put your mask on first before I help the person next to me. So a lot of times empowering yourself through your personal example, and people see where you come from. And so I think there's a lot of power in you've made it, right? You've lost it, and your ability to get back on your feet, is an inspiration to other people where they go, wow, this guy lost everything, right? Was at the bottom and he rebuilt it back up.
Dan, right now, a lot of people, there's some people that have made it and they're down, and then they have a chance to go up, but a lot of people self-sabotage themselves. What can someone who has a habit of self-sabotaging themselves, or someone that says, I don't really, I don't believe that I deserve this, what could they be telling themselves differently? Instead of self-sabotaging themselves, what could they be doing to get back up to that level that they've been before?
Well, I think one of the biggest challenges that we have is we start believing our own press.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is that you start to really believe that you can't do any wrong, and then so your ego plays into it, and you start being uncoachable and unteachable to your mentors. Because you have to remember, it's like I told my son the other day. I says, look, the older you get, the smarter I become, and the reason why is because where you're trying to get to, I've made all those mistakes. You follow me? So a lot of times we want to go, because of our own ego, I want to do my own way, I want to do my own this, all of this stuff. And you already know, it's almost like I was telling them the other day, it's like there's a wall that you're going to hit.
Yep.
You can't see that wall. That wall is about 6 months out. But you're going to hit that wall. And he's like, no, Dad, no, not me, blah, 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 all this stuff, because his own ego. Well, if he had the ability to listen and be coachable and teachable, he could plan when that wall comes. He just hurdles that wall. So a lot of times in self-sabotage, it's your ego, because you choose not to listen.
Right.
You choose not to be coachable. So till it actually happens,
right.
And then you go like we've all had the experience. Our mom and dad tell us, don't do this. And then we go, oh man, I'm gonna do my own thing, Mom. I'm my own person. And we get all in that. And then it happens, we go, oh man, my mom told me that.
Mama used to say it.
Mama used to say it. You know what I mean? And then, right? So a lot of times, it's our own ego. And for me, one of the things that I do is that I read. I read a lot. I keep all the right associations around me, and I have people around me that I consult with. So not consult as far as, I need someone to tell me what to do. If I have an idea, I'll find someone that's very successful. I'll go, look, I have an idea. Here's what I'm planning on doing. Here's how I'm gonna do it. Give me some feedback on what do you think I should do. Am I on the right track?
Right. Okay.
So then when I ask for their feedback, I actually take their feedback.
Right.
You follow me? I don't go, yeah, but, and do my own thing.
Right.
You follow me? So then that keeps me from sabotaging my business. If I'm sabotaging my business, which I still do till this day, I always get feedback from my mentors.
Right, okay.
And that's the point of having a mentor.